Welcome to T20 Cricket, World Cup Cricket, England via Oman. Where the news from the middle is that England have won the toss and will bowl first. This is a must-win game for England. First game against Scotland was washed out, then they were well beaten against Australia. England can still qualify, but they need to up their run rate in this game, which is a surprise to me that they're not batting first and trying to set a big score, but that's the way it is. They've got to win this one and get the net run rate up and the game on Saturday against Namibia, and then hope that Australia turns Scotland over and England go through on net run rate. So it's not in their hands really, but we'll see. They haven't been playing well and they were well beaten against Australia the other day. So England need to put on a performance. And they have made one change from the team that lost to Australia. Reece Topley is playing instead of Chris Jordan. So I think that what they're thinking is that the left arm bowling of Reece Topley, they're going to get some swing and get him amongst the wickets early on, which they didn't do in the first two games. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully England can turn it on. They are the holders, and it'll be a shame to lose this game and then be out of it completely. Might as well watch myself, haven't I?
I need to watch you. Where's yours? Can you type it here?
Where's your YouTube?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I feel so tired. I don't know.
Just bring your YouTube up. That's it. Now, subscribers, and there it is. Look there.
Okay, wait a minute.
About 9 minutes to start. The weather looks nice in Antigua, actually. There's a bit of a breeze blowing across the ground, they say, which will help Reece Topley's swing. But they've got to make the most of it. And then they've got to come out and bat and knock the runs off quickly to get an emphatic win. So if you've got any comments on the game, what do you think to Chris Jordan being dropped? They're going to lose something with his fielding because he's the best fielder in the team. But his bowling wasn't as tight as it usually is in the last overs. So I can understand why they've taken him out. It's at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua, and it looks lovely. The sun's out. Bye-bye, boy. You taking your phone with you?
Little boy.
Australia have already qualified from this group on 6 points. They've won their first 3 games. Scotland with 5. England can actually match Scotland's score of 5 points. It's all going to come down to net run rate. That's why these 2 games are very important for England. As the umpires and the match referee walk out and the 2 teams come out onto the pitch, and they will be hand in hand with little mascots. A few fireworks. They'll line up for the anthems, and then when that's done, we'll get underway. Any thoughts on this game, guys? Don't know how this pitch is going to play. I reckon that this pitch is going to be better than the pitches they've played on here already. I think they're getting harder and they're getting a bit faster as well. So hopefully that'll make for good scoring. Just got the flags on the pitch there as they line up for the national anthems. It's not a huge crowd in today. I thought there'd be a lot more English fans than there actually are. It looks a very sparse crowd. National anthem of the Oman team just playing now. This Oman team have got nothing to lose. I'm sure they'll be going out there with the intention of knocking the holders out. It'd be a big scalp for Oman. A big boost for Oman cricket as well. England have got to watch this. This could be a really tricky tripping point. Like I've said to you already, if England lose this, that's it. They're gone. The holders are going home. The next game against Namibia is on Saturday. I think it's a 6 o'clock start. So if you can join me for that, I will be live streaming that one live on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I will be live streaming England's first game in the European Championships against Serbia. So join me for that one if you can. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff, I think. That's the Oman national anthem over with. Now God save the King. All the kids very respectful, standing to attention while it's being played. The little kid at the end is half the size of everybody else. A cute little kid. That's it, all done. We'll get the flags off. England will get out into the middle. The Oman batsman will come through, and we'll be able to get started. Yeah, a couple of more minutes, bang on time. Apparently, it's quite a big playing area, is this? But they've brought the boundaries in quite a long way from the edge of the circle, so you may find that there's a lot of sixes hitting this game if they brought it in that far. I think the longest boundary, they say, is about 70 metres, which isn't a long way. The rest of it's 60, 65. Especially with our England fast bowlers, Any thick edges are going to fly to the boundaries. Salt, Butler and Jacks, the first three batsmen, followed by Bairstow, Brook, Moyne and Livingston. Powerful Archer, Adil Rashid, Wood and Topley are the seamers and spinners. Of course, Moyne Ali will probably do a bit of spin as well. So can Livingston if he's needed. Just making a few tinkering with the field. Butler's stood with Topley just adjusting his field for him. He'll be bowling left arm over to start off with. The two batsmen from Oman are just making the way out now. We need to bowl these out quick and then knock them off quick if we can. What do you think, guys? How many do we want to be chasing and how quickly? Remember, it's all about net run rate as well as the win. If we've got to win, we've got to win big. If we don't win, we're out. So the Oman batsmen are just making their way onto the pitch now. I'll let you know who's going to be taking the first ball. Definitely Reece Topley to open the ball in, as you would expect. So it's Prajapati and Tick. I've taken it off already. I'll get that again later. If I mispronounce anything, I'm sure you can forgive me. Look like it's I think they're just waiting until it gets to 8 o'clock to get this started. Yeah, here comes the countdown, 10, 9, 8, and then we'll get going. Right, here we go. Topley is sent back to his mark by the umpire who puts his arm out. The batsman's not ready. Here he comes. Atherville to take the first ball, which is short, and it hits him in the ribs as he tries to pull it down the leg side, but they take a run as the ball runs out on the leg side as Butler comes around to field it from behind the stumps. So Oman off the mark with a leg bye. Or did he get just a slight bottom edge on that? Maybe, possibly. Yeah, the batsman's seen, yeah, it's been given us a run, so he must have got a bit of an edge to it. As Topley balls again, that one's on the off stump. Batsman plays forward, just rolls out to mid-off, and it's fielded for no run. Looks like the breeze across the ground is helping Topley's away swing, but it hasn't swung in the first two balls. Anyway, he comes in again to bowl. And that's pitching on leg stump. Just tucks the batsman up as it hits him on the pads. It runs out into the gully. It's fielded and there's no run. They need a good start to England because Australia took them apart in the early overs, especially David Warner hitting a few sixes. Don't want to get off to that sort of start again. It can quickly get away from you. Topley comes in again, balls just on the middle stump, short of a length. It's just run out to gully, no run. Looks a good pitch. There's no grass on it. Looks a good batting pitch. Topley's in again. That one's again short, middle and leg. It's played out on the leg side. Topley feels it in his follow through, and there's no run. Prajapati, who's facing, none off 4 balls. Topley again balls. It's the time it's short. He pulls it away. Didn't really get hold of it. It runs out to mid wicket. It's fielded, and there's no run. End of the over. Good over by Topley. Just 1 run off it. Nice and tight. Good start. That's exactly what England would have wanted. Keep it tight early on, especially in these first 6 overs, the power play. Like I've said already, it's short boundaries. I don't want to be giving away free pulls and cuts on this pitch, because once it beats the infield, that's it. It's gone. It's 4 runs. Looks like it's Jofra Archer to bowl the second ball. Athervale to face. Both of them just getting themselves ready. Athervale just taking his guard. He's just faced 1 ball for 1 run. So Archer on his way. He comes in now on balls. Just short and down the leg side. He tries to flick it away as a batsman, but it doesn't make any contact, and that's given us a wide. Quite rightly too. So he comes in and balls again, Archer. That's short on the off stump. The batsman takes a couple of steps down, drives it off the back foot, past the left hand of mid-off, and that goes for 4 runs. Never thought you'd see that. Batsman coming down the wicket to Jofra Archer, but he got it in the middle of the bat, and he got it wide of the man at mid-off there. And like I said, once it beats the fielders, that's gone for 4. As he balls again, that one's short again. That's cut. Well, it looked like it had bounced, but that was cut straight to the man at cover. He dives forward and takes the catch inches off the floor. It's a good catch, that. Nobody made much of it to start with, and I thought that must have bounced. But no, Athervale's gone. Yeah, sure. It didn't get over it. He's tried to cut it, didn't get over it, and that's cut. Oh, his fingers are on the ground, Phil Salt, but he's got it underneath the ball, and that's a good catch. And England have taken the first wicket. Archer gets his revenge after being hit through the covers for 4. He gets his man next ball. Oman are 6 for 1. Want the best of balls, to be honest. I mean, it was short and probably wanted pulling rather than cutting. But it's the start that England wanted. Hey, Simply Joy, thanks for joining me. Hey, 23M, thank you for watching. Archer balls again. That's a bouncer. Goes over the top of the batsman's head. Square leg umpire signals one for the over, but not a wide. Good carry by Archer there. Butler took that over his head. So good carry again. Archer runs in again to bowl. Short again outside the off stump, and that's been cut past point for 4 runs. Yeah, it wasn't that wide, but it was short, and the batsman played a good shot there. He got on top of it well, hit it down, and it flew past point. Yeah, that went like a rocket to the boundary. And this was my criticism of Archer the other day as well. It's too short. Comes in again and bowls. That's a bit full of that time. Batsman looks to drive it through the offside, gets a thick inside edge. It goes to backward square leg where Adil Rashid fields, and there's 1 run. They're just showing that Phil Salt catch again as he got his fingers just underneath it and kept it off the floor. Good catch. Archer bowls again, and that's a fuller ball outside the off stump. The batsman comes forward, plays it into the covers where Phil Salt fields, and there's no run, and that's the end of the over. A wicket out of Archer's first over, but he went for 10 runs as well. Oman are 11 for 1 after 2 overs. Akib 5 and Prajapati is still to get off the mark after 6 balls. The umbrellas are out at the ground, but it's not for the rain this time. It's to keep the sun off them. Thank goodness for that. Topley bowls to Akib. He gets a ball just short of the length and outside the off stump. It comes forward. It runs to cover point, and it's fielded by Livingston. No run. It's been nice and tight as Topley so far. He's settled into a good length. The only problem is that it's a pity there's no swing there at the moment. I think they were hoping that breeze was going to help his swing, but there's nothing moved at all so far. Anyway, he comes in again. He bowls, and that's just short of a length. Middle and leg, middle and off. Batsman comes forward, just plays it to mid-wicket, and there's no run. The thing about Topley, he's giving no width at all. It's in at the batsman's body, just short of a length, and there's no width at all for him to get their hands through any ball. The Topley comes in again to bowl. And that's a fuller length this time, almost Yorker length. The batsman managed to squeeze out. Cover fielder has to just run across to his left, and they run a quick single. Liam Livingston does the fielding. So Prajapati is facing. He's still yet to get off the mark. As Topley comes into bowl to him again. That's full. It was on the off stump. The batsman goes outside his off stump to try and flick it away down to fine leg. He gets it a bit too thick for that. It goes straight to the man at backward point, which is Rashid. He does the fielding, but they take a single. Prajapati off the mark. 1 from 7 balls. Akib to face. So he comes in again and bowls. That's full again on the off stump. It drives it. It goes to that's Jofra Archer there at mid off, and there's no run. So it's good, this Bartopley. It's nice and tight. He's giving no width at all. He's gone for 3 runs from 2 overs, all but this ball. As he comes in to complete his over, balls again, that's full, and it's whipped away. The batsman goes down on one knee and whips it away through square leg. But they've got cover out there of England, and that's fielded, and they take just a single. 14 for 1 after 3. Good bowling by Topley again. The Omani batsmen are trying to be inventive. I mean, that last ball there was outside the off stump, and the batsman tried to get him across to flick it to leg, and they're trying to just knock him off the stride a bit. England are sticking to the task at the moment, and it's good bowling by Topley. So I think it'll be Jofra Archer to bowl his second over. Ball into Akib. He gets one just short of a length on the off stump. He just plays it down in front of him, and they sprint a quick single. 15 for 1. Akib is 8 from 9. Prajapati 1 from 7. Prajapati is actually facing now after that single. Archer is just turning at the top of his mark now. Starts his running. Batsman's ready. He comes in and bowls. And that was just short of a length on the off stump. Again, the batsman moves outside his off stump to try and flick it down leg. I don't think he got a touch to it. I think that was a leg by as it ran down to fine leg, and they take a single. That's the second time he's tried that scoop as Prajapati, and he hasn't managed it. I mean, the ball that was bowled wasn't hitting the off stump. As Archer balls again, that one's shorter this time. And he couldn't keep it down as he steers it straight to Will Jacks at gully, and he's caught. And Akiba's gone. I think they're not quite sure whether it carried or not, because the batsman still stood there, and the umpires are going to check this with the TV umpire. I mean, Will Jacks, who took the catch, looked confident, and usually those who take the catch know, don't they? But it's how it looks on TV now. We shall see. Has Akib gone? Has Archer got his second wicket? And it looks... Oh, yeah, he's got his fingers underneath that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good catch, that. Yeah, the third umpire is saying that he can clearly see fingers underneath the ball, and he's going to give this out. And England will have had their second wicket. And Archer is second wicket. Yeah, that's given out, and Akiba's gone for 8. Caught Jacks, bowled Archer, and Oman are 16 for 2 after 3.3 overs. This is a perfect start for England. Another short one there outside the off stump, and it wasn't wide, and the batsman just couldn't keep it down as he tried to steer it through the gully. Very similar to his first wicket, where the batsman tried to put it through the covers but couldn't keep it down, and he was caught in the covers. So the new batsman is Zishan, and he will be facing Archer's 4th ball of this over. Looks like Zishan is a left-handed batsman. I wonder if Archer's going to be coming around the wicket, or is he going to stay over the wicket? Looks like he's coming round as he comes up now and bowls. That's short, and it's pulled by Zishan, but it goes straight to mid-wicket, and there's no run. Yeah, that ball got big on Akib, and he just steered it to Jacks at gully there. He didn't really hit the ball, he just steered it to him. Archer coming in again and bowls, and that's full, and that's edged, and I think it's dropped at first slip. Moeen Ali at first slip, and he looks disappointed. It was a drop. And we'll see the replay again to see how difficult it was. It didn't look difficult. It was a full ball that was edged, a thick edge, and it carried. Oh yeah, it carried easily to him. Yeah, that's 18 inches off the floor. Archer very disappointed. He should have caught that. It was an easy catch. Archer coming in again to complete his over. Short again. The batsman tries to pull it. It hits him, just trickles out on the leg side, and there's no run. Good over by Archer. After his first over, it went for 10. This one only went for 2, and he should have had 2 wickets as well. 16 for 2 after 4 overs. It should have been 16 for 3. Don't forget to hit a like, subscribe if you're enjoying the watch along. Just helps the channel grow. If you've got any comments, put the comments in. We can discuss them as the game goes along. And certainly between innings, we can have a look at a few of the comments. What do you think so far? Is this what England would have wanted? Apart from that drop catch, I'm sure it is. Anyway, Topley's coming in for his 3rd over now. He bowls. That's full again. That goes flying past the outside edge of the batsman, Prajapati, as he pushes forward. Goes through to Butler, and there's no run. Good carry from Topley there. Yeah, that was close to the off stump as well as the outside edge. Good bowling by Topley. So he comes in again for his 2nd ball. Again, that's just a bit wider this time. The batsman pushes it through. It's half stopped in the covers, and Will Jacks has to run halfway to the boundary to complete the fielding, and they come through for 2 runs. Maybe a bit of a fumble there. We'll see on the replay. He certainly got a hand to it. Whether he should have stopped it completely. Yeah, he should have done. He dived over the top of it. Should have stopped that. Looks like Livingston got that right on the tip of his finger. That will be a sore for a bit. Anyway, Topley's coming in against the ball again. To the left-hander. It's a full ball that is flicked in the air, and it almost carried to Jofra Archer at mid-wicket. It was just a bit to his left, not far away. It was a full ball about middle stump, middle and leg, and he just chipped it in the air. And Archer wasn't far away from taking another catch in the infield there. As Topley comes in again to the right-hander. That one's short. He pushes it out into the covers. It's fielded at cover point, and there's no run. Will Jacks at point there, doing the fielding. Prajapati, 3 runs from 11 balls. As Topley comes in to bowl to him again. And this one's hit high in the air. It was just short of a length. It's hit high in the air over the top of cover point. And I think that's carried for 6. Oh, there's in the crowd are signalling 6. The umpire's not quite so sure. I think they're just going to check it now, but it looked like it carried for 6. It's a slice. The batsman sliced it off the top of point. No control of it really, but he got enough on it. And where's that carried? I can't see the ball there. Where is it? Yeah, that's gone over the boundary. That's 6. A sliced 6 over cover point. And Oman go on to 18. Chancing their arm a bit, but it carried off that time. So it comes in again. That one's fuller this time. Almost Yorker length on the leg stump. Squeezes it out. Topley fields in his follow through. No run. End of the over. 8 off that with that 6. Oman 24 for 2 off the 5. Prajapati is 9 off 13 and Zishan 1 off 4. Maybe that was Topley's last over. They might be saving him for a bit later on. Save his last over. But he's bowled well. It looks like Archer's having a rest now as Mark Wood comes on. Let's see how they handle him. He is express pace and he won't be pitching it up, I'm sure. Anyway, Mark Wood's on his way to bowl to Zishan. Round the wicket to the left-hander. He bowls one that's short and he chips it back in the air, straight back to the bowler, takes the catch, and Mark Wood gets a caught and bowled first ball. Zishan, I think he was trying to turn it onto the leg side, got a leading edge, and it just dollied back to Mark Wood, who took the catch in his follow-through. And Oman are 3 down for 24. Yeah, he was trying to turn it onto the onside, got a leading edge of a ball that was just short of a length. Mark Wood gets a big smile on his face to get one first ball. And that's a good start for England. What do you think? Any comments on England's start? I'm very happy with this, surely. If they can keep them down to 60 or 70 and then smash them off quickly, that's going to be a big improvement for their net run rate, which is the object of the exercise for this game. I mean, they are the favourites to win it and they should win it, but they've got to win it well. So Kale is a new batsman in after Zishan was caught and bowled by Mark Wood. Khalid Kale, as Mark Wood comes over the wicket and bowls to him, that's just short of a length on middle and off stump. The batsman actually went away to the leg stump and didn't want to get into line with that one, but he plays it out nonetheless, and there's no runners. Jofra Archer fields. We're just showing the dismissal of Zishan there. He almost got caught the ball before. Anyway, Mark Wood comes in again, bowls a quick one, which is sliced over the fielders down to the third man. And Topley's there. He fields it. And they take a single. I say, if you're going to swing hard at those ones. And that carried 3/4 of the way to the boundary. A bit harder, and Topley would have got a catch there. Anyway, Prajapati's now facing Mark Woods. He comes in and bowls that short. And that flew past his gloves as he tried to fend it off. Obviously, didn't touch his gloves. It flew through to Butler. Quick ball, that. 91-mile-an-hour ball. Mark Wood needs 2 more wickets for 50 in T20s as he comes in again on balls. That's full this time, and it's flicked away on the leg side. It goes straight to Livingston, who's at mid-wicket there, and there's no run. It was in the air for quite a long time as well. Almost a catch for mid-wicket there, but it wasn't, and it's a dot ball. And a good over so far from Wood. A wicket and 1 single from it. Looks like England have got a plan for bowling that they didn't have against Australia. And they're bowling quite well today, and we're going to be very pleased with this. Mark Wood comes in to finish his over. It's just short of a length. It's pulled, and it goes straight to Livingston at mid-wicket, and that's another wicket down. I think it was just too quick for him. He pulled it, didn't get hold of it whatsoever. It was high on the bat, and it just dollied to Livingston at mid-wicket. I mean, he was almost caught the ball before it by Livingston at mid-wicket. Yeah, it was high on the bat. And you just got to think that Oman are just taking too many risks, playing too many shots. They're just throwing the wickets away. You know, they're 4 down now for 20, 25 for 4 after 6 overs. There was no need to bat like this. They're just throwing it away. You've got to play some shots, but you can't play shots at every ball. And Wood's got 2 wickets for 1 run off his first over. He'd be very pleased with that. And the new batsman who's coming is Ayan. Looks like Adil Rashid is going to take over from Reece Topley. I thought they might have kept him away for 1 more over for later on if he's needed. But Adil Rashid's going to bowl his leg spin now. It's going to be Kale who will face him. They're just making a few adjustments to the field. I thought it was like fine legs going to the boundary, third man's going to the boundary, and deep backward square on the boundary. Adil comes in, bowls his first one, which is just wide, but that turned a mile. It was just wide of the off stump, but that turned a long way. And the Butlers appealed, and they're going for a review of this. Don't look too confident. And it was a long way wide. I'd be surprised if he did. He's got a very slight under edge. But Butler appealed straight away, but nobody else did. Anyway, we'll see. Oh, he's missed a stumping. And in fact, he missed it first time. He's taken it off second time, and the batsman is still out. There, he's broken the wickets. He's out. He's out stumped. But Butler took the ball in his hand, went like that first time to the stumps, didn't take it out. The batsman didn't move his foot back in, so he's took him off a second time. He must be out this time. He's got to be out. And, oh man, we'll be 5 wickets down. That is definitely out. There was nothing beyond the line. Yeah, he's missed it first time, then realised he hasn't put his... And there he's taken the stumps, and there's nothing beyond... He's out. But the third umpire is making his decision now, and he will be out. He is out. And that's 5 down. And that's crazy. I mean, Butler gave him a second chance to get his foot back behind the line, and he didn't move it. So Butler took him off second time, and he was still out. I've never seen one like that before. Usually when the wicketkeeper has a go at the stumps and he misses, you get your foot back quickly, but he didn't. He stayed where he was, and so Butler took him off a second time. And oh man, a collapse in here. This could be over very quickly. Have you ever seen a stumping like that before, guys? What do you think? I haven't. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, he's missed it first time. The batsman will get his foot back in, but he don't move it. So Adil Rashid does what Wood did. He gets a wicket first ball. Oman are going to be lucky to get to 50 now. I mean, with number 6 and 7 in, Shoaib is the new batsman, but Ayan as well are both on 0. Neither of them have faced a ball. And they've got to put up with Adil Rashid, who's turned that first ball a mile. That leg break went a mile. Batsman settles down as Rashid comes into bowl. Ball's one on leg stump there that offers to turn, but the batsman comes forward and plays it out to short mid-wicket. No run. Rashid comes in again to bowl. And bowls, that's wide, but not. But how can I say it didn't look? It was wide, but it didn't look to be too wide. But the umpire was giving it as a wide. I thought it was just inside the line, but umpire's made his decision. One more to the total. Rashid comes in again. That's turned a mile. That one. That was just outside the off stump, and that turned a long way. Big leg break. Comes in again and balls again. Another one that spins past the off the outside edge. Butler takes it and takes the bails off, but the batsman hadn't moved. But again, a lot of leg spin for Adil Rashid. Now, what the batsmen have got to watch out for is Rashid's googly. After seeing all those big leg breaks turn past the outside edge, they've got to watch out for his googly. He comes in and bowls again. That's just short of a length, and they've cut it through backward points and got it away for 4. Good shot, but it wasn't that wide. Risky shot. But he's managed to get enough bat on it to cut it past points, and it's 4 runs. Rashid coming in to complete his over. Shoaib facing, that's pitched up and that spins again past his outside edge. Taken by Butler, no run. Great over by Rashid. 5 off it and a wicket, but a lot of leg spin. And he didn't bowl the googly in that over, which I'm surprised. I thought maybe the last ball would have been a googly, but it wasn't. But the batsman will have that in mind. I would if I was facing him. I'm thinking, when's the googly coming? Can I pick it? 30 for 5 after 7 overs. Shoaib is on 4 off 5 balls, and Ayan hasn't faced one yet. A few England supporters in the crowd with the flags. Nice and warm there. They're all in the shorts and t-shirts. Mark Wood to bowl his second over. He comes into the left-hander. Bowls one right on that off stump, and the batsman again didn't get into line, but he got his bat down on it, and it runs out into the gully, and there's no run. But he doesn't want to get into line. Wow, just showing Adil Rashid's leg spin. Turned a long way. Batsman missed it by a mile, and then didn't bother to get his feet back in. Anyway, Mark Wood comes round the wicket. Bouncer that the batsman ducks underneath. Butler takes it. No run. Ayan, the left-hander, still yet to get off the mark. Average speed so far for Mark Wood, 144k. That's quick. So he comes in and bowls again. And that one, again, bounces over the top of the stumps as the batsman backs out the way. He don't want to get in line, doesn't Ian? He's giving Mark Wood a full view of his stumps, and before long, Mark Wood's going to hit him. Mark Wood just wants one more wicket for 50 in T20s. Fancy him to get this kid who is bowling against at the moment as he comes in, runs in again and bowls. Just short, he runs it just past the right hand of Gully. It goes down to third man where Adil Rashid fields, and there's a single. So Ian is off the mark after 4 balls. But he doesn't fancy Mark Wood at all. He's not getting into line whatsoever. Anyway, Ian's got off strike now as Shoaib is going to be facing Mark Wood, the right-hander. Wood to Shoaib, and that's a full ball that's dug out by the right-handed Shoaib, and it runs out to the right hand of mid-on, who just jogs across and fields, but they do take a single. Shoaib moves on to 5 from 6. Ian back on strike for Mark Wood's last ball. Mark Wood gets to the top of his mark, turns. I think they're just making a adjustment to the field, or they're bringing mid-on in, mid-off into the left-hander as he comes in and bowls now. That's short, and he's chops it on. It was short. It was just outside the off stump, too close to play an angled bat shot like that. And all he's managed to do is just drag it onto his stumps. And Mark Wood has his 50th. And I thought that Ian didn't face it and fancy it. And so it's proved, because he's gone, he's bowled, he's played on. Angled bat that's angled the ball onto his leg stump. Mark Wood falls over on his follow through, but he's got his man. And Oman are 6 down now, 32 for 6 after 8 overs. You can't play an angled bat to those balls that are so close to the off stump, because all you're going to either do is edge it behind, or you're going to get an inside edge that runs into your stumps. And that's exactly what's happened. But Ian never fancied that whatsoever. He didn't get into line for any of the balls that he faced. And Mark Wood worked him out in the end. Mark Wood's got 50 T20 wickets. And he's taken 3 wickets for 3 runs off 2 overs as Mark Wood. He's bowled really well. Mehran has come in now. Adil Rashid now going to bowl to Shoaib. England have got a slip in after seeing the turn that Rashid's got, and there's a wild swipe at that one. I don't know if he got a bottom edge to it or well, it didn't go anywhere. It just dropped at his feet. Maybe it hit him on the pads. But he had a wild swing across the line to a ball that was turning away from him. As he bowls again, that's another one that doesn't turn this time. The batsman's on the back foot there. He drives it out to wide mid-on, and it's fielded, and they take a run. Seems like the balls that are really turning are the ones that are just outside the off stump, because Adil Rashid pitched that on middle, as he has wide this one. That one turns a little bit, goes past the outside edge. The batsman didn't play a shot at that, and Butler takes it, and there's no run. Rashid in again. He bowls to Mehran, who drives on his cut at slip, outside edge, and an easy catch it for Moeen at slip. And Oman are down 33 for 7. Mehran goes for, I think, just a single it was. Regulation catch for Moeen. It's there. It just turns just enough to get the outside edge as he drives at it. And he takes a catch just waist height to his right. Easy catch. Didn't go quickly. I don't think these batsmen really know what to do with Adil Rashid, because some balls are turning a long way, and that one just went a little bit. So how did they play it? And they're always thinking in the back of the mind, when's the googly coming? He hasn't bowled a googly yet, and he's got his 2 wickets with big turning leg breaks. So Fayaz comes in. Shoaib's still there, 6 from 8 balls. Fayaz yet to face, and Oman are 33 for 7 off 8.4 overs. Adil Rashid is a 2 for 6. Fayaz in at 9. This ain't going to last much longer, this. The batsman settles down now. Rashid comes into bowl. That one's on middle and off. Didn't turn. It's driven out to short cover. No run. They've got a leg slip in now of England. As Adil Rashid bowls, that one's wider. Well, I don't know what happened there, because the batsman drove it out. I thought it was in the air. Looked like the man at short cover didn't pick it up, because it went past him in the air, and he was holding his hand out as if to say, where was it? I didn't see it. I'll have to wait for the replay to see what happened there. It was Will Jacks. He just can't have seen it. I'm sure that went past him in the air. I thought it was a catch at first, but he just didn't see it, I'm sure. Let's wait for the replay of that one, if they're going to show it. Showing the dancing girls instead of what happened with that ball. Don't like we're going to get a replay. Jofra Archer's coming back onto ball now, taking over from Mark Wood. Shoaib to face. Jofra Archer comes into ball. Full middle and off. Batsman comes forward. It runs out to mid on, and there's no run. 2 for 12. Jofra Archer off his stint so far. Archer bowls. That's just outside the off stump. The batsman comes forward. It runs out to cover, which is Johnny Bairstow. The batsman wanted a run, never was one on, and he was sent back by his non-striking partner. Shoaib to face again as Archer comes in and bowls. That one's short. Batsman gets up on his toes to a ball that's short outside the off stump, drops it down, and the man who's in the gully runs in and fields, and there's no run. So none of the Omani batsmen have got into double figures yet. Prajapati has got 9 from 16, and he's the highest scorer. But nobody in double figures so far. Shoaib here is 6 from 11. Fayaz 2 from 2. Archer comes in and bowls again. Short. It's fended off by Shoaib. Mid wicket comes in, fields the ball, and there's no run. Good stuff by Archer. Nice and tight. No width whatsoever. As he comes in and bowls again, that's just short of a length. Batsman again has to get up on his toes, plays it down to the gully, and there's no run. One more ball of this over, the 10th over. He's on his way to bowl again to Shoaib, and he gets a ball that's short outside the off stump. He has a bit of a fender to Archer, thinks he's got an edge to this. And Butler didn't think so. He didn't make an appeal. Just see if they're going for a review, but they're not. And drinks are coming on at the end of the 10th over. Oman 35 for 7. Don't forget to hit a like if you're enjoying yourselves today, guys. Be very gratefully received. It'll help us to just improve our channel, get it noticed a bit more. We are doing the football on Sunday as well as the cricket on Saturday, so hit that bell if you want to be notified of when we're coming online so that you don't miss it. We're covering all of England's group games, so hit that bell so you get notifications when we're on, if you don't want to miss. Don't forget to get a comment in if you've got anything to say about what you've seen so far. Well, mine haven't been the best, but England have bowled well. They'll be happy with what they've done so far. It'll just give them all a bit of a constant confidence boost, which is what they need. Just having the drinks, so the TV is on a break at the moment, so you're not missing anything. I said that Oman would be lucky to make 50. I'm beginning to think I was right. With only 3 wickets left, they've got to be looking to bat the 10 overs out no matter what score they get, but I don't think they're capable of doing it. Adil Rashid is going to continue after the drinks break. He's on 2 for 8 at the moment. As he comes into bowl to Fayaz, he bowls on the stumps. Fayaz comes forward, plays it out to cover, and there's no run. Rashid in again. Bowls. Ball that's just outside the off stump, turns past the outside edge. Butler takes it, no run. It does look like if the ball is off the line of the stumps, it turns. When it's on the stumps, it doesn't turn. Rashid bowls again, one that's wider. That one turned a long way this time. In fact, it turned so far that the umpire's given it as a wide. He's bowled all leg breaks so far. He hasn't bowled the googly. I'm surprised he hasn't put one in so far. As he bowls again, just a slight bit of turn, but the batsman's covered that. And he plays it back down the pitch, and there's no run. Rashid again comes into ball. Another ball that was the googly that time. It pitched on the middle stump. It bounced as well as turned. That's his first googly. There was a bit of a strangled uphill, but that was never going to be out that. That's what they've put the leg slip in for that googly. The first one is ball as he comes in against the ball. Leg spinner that's bowled him. Good bowling by Adil Rashid. It's another leg spinner that didn't turn, and the batsman went back when he should have been coming forward, and it's gone straight through him, and it's hit his middle and off stump. Oh, in fact, it looked like it was a googly because it did actually turn back into the batsman. It pitched outside the off stump, and it's just turned slightly, just enough to come in and hit the off and middle stump. So it was his second googly in 2 balls. The first one turned a long way. This one turned enough just to hit the stumps. On Oman, a 36 for 8. Good bowling by Rashid. He's got them bamboozled here. They're obviously not picking the googly because that batsman there, he never picked it whatsoever. He went back when he should have been going forward. Even if he didn't pick the googly, he should have been going forward on length, and he didn't. And still nobody in double figures. Kalimula bowls. Gets one that's wide. He comes forward and plays it out into the covers. No run. And Adil Rashid has 3 wickets for 9 runs off 3 overs. And Oman are 36 for 8 off 11 overs. Shoaib is 6 from 14, and Kalimula has just faced his first ball. He's 0. Just 1 run off that last over. I would imagine that they'll let Adil Rashid. They're just showing here the ICC men's bowling T20 bowling rankings, and of course Adil Rashid is at top by a good 31 points from Hasaranga from Sri Lanka. Three leg spinners: Hasaranga, Adil Rashid, and Rashid Khan from Afghanistan, who was in 3rd position. Mark Wood in bowls, and it's chipped through mid-wicket. Mid-wicket takes a dive to his left, couldn't reach it, and Jofra Archer comes round to mop up the fielding, and I think they've taken 2 runs. They have. Just wide of Harry Brook at mid-wicket, and he did dive, and I don't know how close it was, but here comes the replay now. He dives, he's just 18 inches away from taking it to his left. Good effort, as it was chipped in the air through mid-wicket. Mark Wood comes in against the ball to Shoaib, and that's short into his legs. He manages to just turn it on the leg side square. A man at mid-wicket comes round to mop the fielding up and to take a single. Yeah, just showing that wicket of Adil Rashid, the googly that turned into him. He'd gone right back. He was in no position to be able to play that. Yeah, just a slight bit of turn into him to take the off stump. Good bowling. So Mark Wood coming in again to bowl. That one's just short of a length. The batsman takes a step away to the leg side and flat bats it through mid-off, and it goes for 4. Not the most elegant of shots, but it's got 4 for it. He's just short of a length. He's taken a step away, got his left leg out the way, and flat battered it through mid-off. Mid-off's a bit wide. That was a bit straighter for him, and that's gone racing to the boundary. Balls again. That's a short one this time. But the batsman again steps away, tries to pull it or whatever. He gets nowhere near it, and it goes through to Butler. Too fast for him. You know, he's the tail end batsman. Kelly Muller, tail end batsman. He's not going to fancy those short ones from Mark Wood at 90 miles an hour. But Wood comes in again and bowls. That one's short. That's edged over the top of the slips. Takes one bounce as Reece Topley comes in off that boundary at third man. Takes it at first bounce and gets it in, and this is just a single. Again, Kelly Muller there has just taken a step away to the leg side and just swished the bat at it. Got a top edge. Shoaib to face 9. He's almost into double figures, the first batsman to do it. Oman 44 for 8 with one ball of the 12th over left. Mark Wood turns, runs in and bowls. And that one's short on his hip. He turns it down to the backward square leg who comes running in off the boundary, and they take a single, and Shoaib has gone to 10. So he's the first in double figures. And Oman 45 for 8 off 12. 9 runs off that over. That must be the most expensive in the whole Omani innings so far. Mark Wood has taken 3 for 12. Looks like Rashid is going to continue to bowl his 4th over. Might as well. So he comes in and bowls to Shoaib, who puts a big foot down the wicket, tries to steer it down the leg side, will paddle it, but it's spun past his outside edge, and in fact it's gone so far that the umpire has given it as a wide. Adil Rashid not happy about that, but he's given it as a wide anyway. Rashid bowls again. Another one that turns. Pitched on leg stump, turned. Batsman manages to get his bat on it, but there's no run. Right-handed batsman again as he tosses one up. This one pitches outside the off stump. The batsman plays no shot as it spins away, and Butler takes it. Rashid in again. Tosses another one up that spins. Batsman gets forward to a ball that's on his off stump. Plays it back down the wicket, and there's no run. Shoaib again to face. 10 off 20. He gets another ball off Rashid that's on his leg stump. He turns it to square leg. The mid-wicket has to go around to field it, and he keeps it down to a single. So Shoaib goes to 11 off 21. Kelly Muller, 5 off 4, will face Adil Rashid. Bairstow mopped up there to keep it down to a single. Quick on his feet is Bairstow. He bowls. He's tossed one up there, and I think that the batsman has prodded forward, got an inside edge, and it's gone onto his stumps and is bowled by Rashid. It might have been the googly as it comes in now, as he bowls it, and Yeah, I think that was a googly that the batsman's played forward to. He's got an inside edge, and it's hit his middle and off stump, and they are 9 down, Oman. I wonder if we'll get a view from behind the bowler, just to see whether it was the googly or whether it was just an inside edge that the batsman's got too far across to. I'm sure they'll show it again. But Adil Rashid has got his 4th wicket. Can he get this last one and get a par for with 1 ball left? It's Bilal, last man. Can he wrap up the innings and have a 5 for? Yeah, bringing the field in. Looks like Bilal is a left-hander. So Adil Rashid, is he going to come round the wicket? No, he's still bowling over. And he bowls. And Bilal takes a wild sweep at that one. Gets it first bounce to the man on the mid-wicket boundary, which is Liam Livingstone. And they take a single. That's the end of Adil Rashid's spell, and he's taken 4 for 11 off 4 overs. Superb bowling. Several of those were wides as well, but it didn't take many off him. Unlucky to be given wides because it's some of those balls just outside the off stump spun a mile. But he'll be pleased with that. The world's best bowler at T20s, Adil Rashid, 4 wickets for 11 runs. Can't ask for more than that. So it'll be Shoaib to face the 14th over. Jofra Archer, 2 for 12 off 3. So this will be his last over. Archer on his way now. So he comes in on bowls, and that's a full toss that the batsman has hit out. And it's going out to wide, a deep mid wicket, but obviously he's going to protect his last man, so he's not going to. Just looking at that one from Adil Rashid, it was the googly. It turned a little bit on the inside of his bat, got an inside edge, which brought it onto the stumps, middle and off. Batsman just played outside of it, of a ball that turned into him, a googly. So Archer's bowled a shot one that's gone high in the air. Butler's gone back, taken the catch, and that's the end of the innings. And Oman are all out for 47. It was a short ball to Shoaib that he tried to spoon it down to the fine leg. He's hit it high in the air off the top of his bat, really. And that's given Butler enough time to just scamper back and take the easy catch. And Oman are all out for less than 50, and they haven't been able to handle the pace and the leg spin of Adil Rashid. Now England will be virtually straight out to knock these off as quick as possible for the net run rate. So England will want to knock these off in 3 or 4 overs probably. Good bowling performance by England. So Phil Salt and Josh Butler will come out, hopefully all guns blazing, and smash these off as quickly as possible, and we'll get the net run rate up. Give ourselves a chance with our last game on Saturday. A lot of applause from the England supporters as England walk off, because they've done a job on Oman, probably better than anybody would have expected. They wouldn't have expected Oman to be bowled out for 48 runs, but they have been. And Shoaib, who was the last man out, was the top scorer on 11 off 23. Apart from that, it was 5-9, 8-1, 1-1. Shoaib got 11. Topley, 3 overs, no wickets for 12, but he bowled well. Archer, 3 for 12. Wood, 3 for 12. And Adil Rashid, 4 for 11. But Topley bowled well early on. He kept it very tight, which put the pressure on the Oman batsmen right from the start. I think they were looking to get off to a quick start, and Topley gave them nothing. And then when they had Archer at the other end bowling missiles at them, they didn't fancy it. TV's just interviewing Mark Wood now. He'll be happy going past 50 wickets in T20s, 3 for 12 off 3 overs. His fastest ball, 147, so that's well into the 90s. Get your comments in, guys. If you've got anything to say about England's performance. If you were watching, what did you think of Adil Rashid's bowling? Exhibition of leg spin bowling. It was superb. And he got 2 wickets with 2 googlies, which was again good bowling. The batsman didn't have a clue, didn't know when to get it, when to expect it. Wasn't picking it. They're just going through Mark Wood's wickets now. He's got a big smile on his face, as you would expect. He's just saying that the footholes were crumbling. Must be a used wicket. I would think that the England batsmen are going to be out pretty quickly. There won't be much of a break in between, because they've only bowled 12 or 13 overs. Get them as quickly as possible to improve the net run rate. That's what it's all about now. $48 runs to win. We've got a few minutes if you want to put your comments in. I know you can't say much about Oman's performance, but England have done a number on them, which is all you can expect of them. Are you all right, boy? Mm-hmm. Are you all right, boy? Mm-hmm. Is there any of you going to join me for the football as well as the cricket? Any of you interested in the football? Discuss that if you want. If England actually make it through this group stages and get into the knockouts, do you think they've got a chance of winning it? Australia have looked good, haven't they? They've looked the strongest so far. India will be a problem, but usually you find it's the teams that come good in the knockout stages that win it rather than the ones that have romped through the group stages. So hopefully that might be a good sign for England if they do make it through. I mean, Australia and Scotland will have something to say about it. Hopefully Australia will do us a favour, which is not something they're used to. You're right, boy. Just waiting for the pictures to come back. They're on the advertisement break, as you would expect. Just going through the scorecard. 13 overs and 2 balls they bowled them out in. It's good going. They haven't said whether that's the lowest score in T20s. It won't be far away. Does look nice in Antigua. Beaches are nice and white. Won't mind being there and watching a few games of cricket in that weather instead of the miserable weather we've got here so far. Looking outside, and of course it's raining again, as usual. I think if that tournament had been held in England this year, most of the games would have been rained off by now. It's been bloody miserable. I think they're just going through some of the past stars of Antigua, like Viv Richards, like Curtly Ambrose. No one got anything to say in the comments? Those of you who have joined us so far, thanks for joining us. Please hit a like if you're liking the stream so far. Consider subscribing if you're liking it. But certainly hit that bell button so that you get notified of all the live watch-alongs that we're going to do. Next game will be on Saturday, England against Namibia, England's final game, before hopefully they get through to the group stages. Then on Sunday, it's the European Championships, England against Serbia. We'll be doing that one. And the rest of England's group games against Denmark and Slovenia. And hopefully, if England get through this T20 into the knockout stages, we'll be doing those as England go through to the final to win it. Fingers crossed. But if you hit that bell button, you will be informed of all the live streams that we do. Back in a second, guys. Is he up there with you? Oh, you're there. What's wrong, bud? Come on, boy. Come on. Sorry about that. Dog to attend to. We're not missing anything. They're still on a break here. The second innings hasn't started yet. TV just coming back to the game now. Hopefully it'll be ready to start. Should be. Just showing those beautiful seas of the Caribbean and those white sandy beaches. The lowest total was 39 by the Netherlands and Uganda and 44 by the Netherlands. So they've had two low scores. Oman's score today was the fourth lowest in T20 World Cup. It's more like tourist information than a cricket game at the moment. I think we all know that the Caribbean is a beautiful place to go. Don't need to tell us. Okay, so the Omani team are out, ready to go. Two England batsmen are on their way out as well. Umpires are there. So Butler and Salt. So England are currently on a net run rate of minus 1.8. So Scotland are on 2.16, but they've got to play Australia, so that's going to come down. But England have got to get something above 2. They need to make a big improvement on it today, and still hope that Australia do beat Scotland, because Scotland have played well so far. So England have got to knock these off quickly. So it looks like Phil Salt's going to be facing the first ball. I would imagine they want to knock these off within the power play. What do you think, everyone? Do you think that they can do it? 47 in 6 overs. Get your comments in. What do you think? Who's going to top score this? Josh Butler, he can smash them, can't he? He can get a quick score. Just waiting to get started. Everyone's ready. I don't know what the delay is now. The ball is ready. Bilal Khan to start. Ball into Phil Salt. Right, looks like he's a right arm over the wicket. Just a few adjustments to the field. Obviously, Oman want to make this easy for England. So Bilal's ready to bowl. Salt's ready to face. Let's get going, guys. Come on. Right, looks like we're going to get started. It's a left arm over. And he bowls one that Salt has immediately smashed it over the top of extra cover for 6. It was a full swinging ball, but Phil Salt's got that right in the middle of the bat, and that's gone for 6 first ball over extra cover. Yeah, he's got a bit of swing there, but it's a half volley just outside the off stump as it swung back into him, and he's hit that right over the extra cover boundary. Good start. As it comes in again, left arm over. Another ball that swings on, and Salt smashed that same place again, even further this time for 6. Oh, that's a great start. Didn't expect this. I expected a fast start, but not 12 off 2 balls. He's just got his left leg out of the way so that he can swing the bat through the line of the ball, and it's gone straight over extra cover again. But it's even further this time for a 6. England really mean this. Third of the way there already, off 2 balls. A quarter of the way there, off 2 balls. As Bilal comes in again to bowl to Salt. And he's bowled him as he tried to pull one on the off stump. He's missed it completely. His off stump's been knocked out of the ground, and Phil Salt's gone for 12 off 2 balls. Well, he must have thought that was short enough to pull through the leg side, but it wasn't, and it's hit the top of his off stump. Oh, he's got an inside edge to it. He's got an inside edge that's dragged it back onto his stump. Shame that. I know they want fast runs, but Phil Salter just hit 12 off 2 balls. He didn't need to throw it away like that. It wasn't short enough to pull through through the leg side. So Bilal gets a wicket, 1 for 12 off 3 balls. As Will Jacks comes in at first wicket down. And Bilal just, after bowling 2 half volleys on the off stump that got hit over extra cover for 6, he just dropped his length back a bit. And obviously Salt thought it was short enough to pull, and it just wasn't quite. It was shorter, but not that short. And the inside edge has dragged the ball onto his off stump. Okay, Bilal comes in again to bowl to Jacks. Left arm over the wicket. Just short of a length on the off stump. Jacks comes forward and just plays it into the covers, and there's no run. Bilal on his way again. He's just trying to make just a slight adjustment to his field. I think he's just dropping his third man onto the edge of the circle as he comes into bowl. That's on his hips. He turns it through to mid-wicket. Man comes in off the boundary, and Will Jacks takes a single. Yeah, if something of inside edge that wouldn't have hit his stumps. It might have been better looking to cut that rather than try to pull it. But anyway, he's gone and Jacks is in. Butler to face his first ball. 13 off this over so far with 1 ball to go. It comes in on balls. That's full. And Butler's hit it through mid-wicket to the man on the boundary. And he takes a single. I think Butler might be a bit disappointed with that, half volley on his leg stump. And he's hit it to the only man on the boundary there. He had the whole of the leg side to aim at. But 14 for 1 after 1 over, eventful. Jacks 1 off 2 balls and Butler 1 off 1. Butler facing Kalimullah, second over. There's a few rums being drunk in the crowd there. They all look merry and warm, which were not here. Josh Butler just taking his guard. I haven't seen Kalimullah bowl before, so I'm not sure what he bowls. Looks like he's bowling right arm over as he comes in and bowls. That's just short outside the off stump, but it's dragged into the leg side by Butler as he tries to pull it through the offside. Gets a bottom edge. Didn't quite time it, but he's got a single into the leg side anyway. And England move on to 15 for 1. England are obviously trying to go big as quick as possible. I mean, Butler wouldn't have played a shot like that usually in the second over. But they want to get this over with as quick as possible. Will Jacks to face Kalimullah. On his way now. Comes in on balls. Will Jacks has hit one straight over the top of mid-off for 4 runs. He just took a step or 2 down the wicket into a ball that was in the slot from Kalimullah, and he just hit it straight back in the air, and it's a no ball. So there'll be a free hit here as well. Just looking at that, and he's just over the front line there, yeah. As Will Jacks takes one step forward and then just hits it over the top of mid-off. 1, 2, 3 bounces and into the boundary. So this is a free hit. So what's he going to do? He bowls. Jack swings at it, gets an inside edge that goes down to the short fared man, that short fine leg on the edge of the circle, and there's no run. It was a full ball that was a bit wide of the off stump, difficult one to get away. Inside edge down to the short fine leg. Nothing scored. Cally Muller on his way again. Comes in and bowls. That's full. Butler takes a step down the stumps, down the crease, swings at a ball that's outside your stump, wants to hit it straight back over the bowler's head, misses it completely, and it takes a second bounce before the keeper takes it. Yeah, probably just threw the shot before the ball got to him, I think, Butler there. Yeah, it was. If it had connected, it would have still been going up now. England want to get this over as quickly as possible. Net run rate matters as Cally Muller comes in against the ball. That one's short outside the off stump. Butler tries to cut a rising ball that he misses, and it goes through to the keeper. Effort ball by Cally Muller there to get that one to bounce like that. Cally Muller on his way again. He bowls. And that one's smashed high in the air. Has he got enough on it to take it over the boundary? He hasn't, and he's caught, and Will Jacks has gone. I guess the man on the point boundary came in, steadied himself, a ball that was high in the air, judged it perfectly and took the catch. And that's it. Will Jacks has gone. And England are 2 down, searching for a quick finish. 20 for 2. Will Jacks has gone for 5 off 7. Yeah, just sliced high in the air. Comfortable catch there. Got underneath it and waited for it to come down. Another effort ball by Cally Muller there because he got it to bounce, which caused Jacks to slice it up in the air. Couldn't keep it down, couldn't control it. Bairstow now. England still looking for quick runs. Target 48. They've got 20 already off 1.5 overs. Cally Muller's got one more ball to go. He's taken 1 for 6 with a ball to go on his first over. Bairstow to face this last ball of this over. Last ball of the second over. And he bowls. That's outside the off stump. Bairstow's cut that. And as he cut it for 4, yeah, it's going all the way to the point boundary for 4. It was another effort ball by Cally Muller, but it didn't bounce this time. And Bairstow was able to control that and cut it over point and down to the boundary. And England are 24 for 2 after 2 overs, halfway there to the target already, which is exactly what they wanted. Bairstow's 4 off 1 ball, and Butler's only faced 2 balls. He's taken 2 singles off those 2 balls. Bilal, who went for 14 off his first over, is going to bowl his second over to Butler. They've got a square leg on the boundary and a mid-wicket on the boundary. What's Bilal going to bowl? Left arm over, bowls. That's short. Butler's come down the wicket and he's hit it wide of left hand of mid-off, and it flies to the boundary for 4. Took a step down the wicket to meet Bilal and then drove it through mid-off. Mid-off only had a yard or 2 to go to his left, but he got no chance of getting there. Butler hit that too hard. That went right out the middle. Yeah, that went past him at a rate of knots. He had no chance of getting there. Bilal and again. Butler gets a full toss that is hit straight to cover. And there's no run. Tried to give himself a bit of room to squeeze it past cover. I'm just showing the Will Jacks dismissal there as Bilal comes in and bowls. That's short and it's pulled by Butler and that's flown to the backward square leg boundary for 4. And England are 32 for 2 already. Butler got nicely on top of that, rolls his wrists and kept the ball down, and that flew to the square leg boundary, backward square leg boundary. And the man on the square leg boundary had no chance of getting there. He was a bit too straight to catch that one. Bilal on his way again. And that's full, wide outside the off-stump. Butler's got all of that. He's pulled it straight over mid-on. Did it carry for 6? No, just for 4. He stepped away, had to reach it, but he still got it in the middle of the bat and pulled it over mid-on. Yeah, sort of like got himself across that ball, broke his wrist as he hit the ball, as they normally do, and that's what adds the power to it. Yeah, a snap of the wrists, and that's gone. Just bounced inside the boundary. And England are 36 for 2. Bilal's gone for 26 runs already as he bowls short, and Butler's smashed that over mid-wicket, and that's gone all the way for 6 into the hospitality tents. And England are 42 for 2, and they haven't even had 3 overs yet. They want 6 more to win with 1 ball to go. And Butler was stood there waiting for that ball and got that right in the middle. And that's gone a long way. That's gone right into the hospitality tents over that mid-wicket boundary. Not running for that one. 1 more blow will do it. Butler is 20 off 7 balls. Bilal coming in to complete his 2nd over. 1 for 32. Here he comes then and bowls to Butler. Gets a full one, and Butler has smashed that away again. 1 bounce and into the boundary over the cover fielder. Nobody out on the cover boundary at the moment with the fielding restrictions, and England only want 2 runs to win. 46 for 2 after 3 overs. So they're getting this done pretty quickly. That was really going to help their net run rate, which is exactly what they wanted. I think Butler's on 24 off 8 balls. I'd like to have seen England bat first in this game. What a score could they have got going like this? So as it is, England want 2. Change of bowling, Fayaz is coming on. Bairstow has faced 1 ball for 4 runs. Butler has faced 8 for 24. I'm sure that Johnny Bairstow will be looking to finish this in his first ball. So Fires are coming into ball now. Right arm over. He bowls. One that Bairstow pulls, and it's gone all the way down to the backward square leg boundary for 4, and England have won it. After 3.1 overs, 50 for 2. As easy as that. And that was perfect. That's just what England would want it to have done. I wonder how it's affected the net run rate. I'm sure that the coverage will show us in a minute, but that's got to have improved it massively. So scored 50 in 3.1 overs. Butler 8 off 2 balls. Bairstow 8 off 2 balls. Butler 24 off 8. And England have won by 8 wickets. Got to be happy with that, haven't we, people? What do you think? Got to be very happy with that. That's a great performance, even though it's against Oman. That's a great performance after that shocking one against Australia. And that's put us right back in for qualification again now, with Namibia to come on Saturday. The players are walking off. I'm just waiting to see what it's done to our net run rate. See how it's improved it. Because we were minus 1.6, I think it was. So we've got to be in positive figures now. Just waiting to see if they show us before we finish this live stream for the night. If you've got any comments on that win by England, get it in now, guys. We can discuss it while I'm waiting just to see what it says for England's net run rate. Please do join us on Saturday for England's final group game. So Butler not out 24 off 8. Bairstow not out 8 from 2 balls. Jacks went for 5 from 7. And Salt went for 12 from 3. 2 balls. First 2 balls of the innings for 6s, and then was bowled third ball, trying to pull one that he inside edged onto his stumps. And Bilal went for 36 from his 2 overs. Cali Mudd went for 10 off 1, and Fayaz went for 4 off 1 ball. So what's that done to England's run rate? I'm just still going through the scorecard. I just want to see. Hit a like if you've enjoyed the live stream. Just helps to develop our channel. Thanks for all of you watching anyway. Hope you've enjoyed it. Join us for others. Join us for the football on Sunday. Join us for the cricket on Saturday. So England's run rate has gone to 3.08 now from minus 1.6. That'll be good enough. If Scotland lose and England win their next game as well, that'll be good enough to see us through. That's exactly what they wanted. A plus 3.08 now. Scotland are 2.16. And they're the ones we're aiming at because we can't catch Australia. It looks like that Adil Rashid is going to get the man of the match, presented by Curtly Ambrose. Has anybody got any comments? Want to say anything about England's performance today? What do you think? Are we going to win it? Can we qualify? Namibia on Saturday. Just chatting with Adil Rashid and going through his 4 wickets. Well, if we haven't got any comments, we'll end this live stream now. Thanks for joining us. I hope you can join us again on Saturday for England versus Namibia, and on Sunday for England and Serbia in the first of the group stages for England's Euro Challenge. if you want to be notified, then hit that like and the bell button, and you'll be notified of all our future live streams. But until Saturday, thanks for joining us, and take care.